So I'm once again
why must Indian domestic passengers suffer a government-owned airline?
Right. First, okay, but
why can't it be privatized? When you're saying the government is mismanaging, Mr. Salim, is it not better for the government to just get out of this business? Cut its losses, get out, let a private investor come in, let someone like Captain Gopinath come in. He knows how to run a tight airline, let him run the airline.
In the first place, why there is a merger?
Well, I don't agree.
What is that merger?
I don't agree with Sunil.
Yes, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
I don't agree with Sunil because we know the reality is that there is a lot of interference in the way the government organization is run. So it is a private company, and an IAS officer is posted who has been running a horticulture department in Uttar Pradesh. He comes and becomes a managing director of Indian Airlines, and within 1 year he is transferred. And there is political interference of every government, and therefore it is inherently once again it is inherently flawed. The way Indian Airlines has been run. Once again, let me finish. It is inherently flawed. So therefore, we have to look at it in the long term and find a solution for solving the problem of the employees. If you lay them off, you have to give them a rehabilitation, and at the same time privatize it, just like they did for Maruti Suzuki.
Yeah, absolutely.
Privatize it so that the government starts earning money, rather than losing every year 5,000 to 10,000 crores.
That's a strong point you're making.
The private sector.
That's a strong point you're making, because the government got out of the hospitality sector, Mr. Salim. The government got out of hotels. The government is happy. The people of India are happier still. And let's just privatize Air India and ensure that they run a tight ship. Imagine if he can storm out of a show, he'll be doing the same when he's meeting with his management.
1 minute.
He say, I won't get you on my flight, I won't fly, I won't take off. How do you deal with these guys? Why should the government have to deal with them? Let's just privatize.
Maruti Suzuki, please allow me.
No, instead of the employees, instead of the class 4 employees, going on strike, instead of the lowest paid employees going on strike, we have got the highest paid employees going on strike.
Yes, Mr. Salim. They get paid 2.5 to 4 lakh rupees and they're the ones striking.
Allow me. If you put a question, you're allowed to answer that. I'm not talking like ICPA president, but the question is, when you brought in, I'm happy that example of Maruti Suzuki, actually what's happening is a privatization of the profits and nationalization of losses. In the case of Maruti Suzuki also, it was well run, it was profit making, and government has given it to the Suzuki company. It's okay. Now, you see, this merger of this thing was ill-planned, not even planned. And I don't know, through whims, and it was not taken to a rational conclusion. So now they see the problem. The bureaucrats and the top ministers, they have not paid attention to air.
So are we going to continue to remain stuck in the past? The opposition can keep beating its chest and saying that the government didn't merge properly, it was all a grand conspiracy by Praful Patel. You can say all of that, but now you have a problem on your hands. How do you deal with it? Will you deal as an opposition would, or would you be more constructive and try and find solutions?
You have brought in Praful Patel. I'm not naming any minister. I'm saying successive government and successive ministers, including the present. Now the question is, Air India should be run professionally or not? Whether it should be run by babus or not? That's the big question. These days, even remaining in a government sector, you can bring in experts from the field. And you can bring in from international experts and management, no problem. But the question is, who is stopping it? Not the trade union. The merger decision is not taken by the trade union. Acquisition taken is not taken by the trade unions. So, and there are, even for trade unions, government interference show that if the first time they have destroyed Air India and Indian Airlines, because they themselves have brought in several unions to destroy the powerful union, and see the consequence.